Welcome back to the track. I'm Dennis Howard. Today we're with Darin Stroud in Texas on a bit of a wet morning. We're going to talk about some technology. So what do you got going on behind us?
We're working on a residential subdivision of approximately 200 lots out here doing moisture conditioning, which is where we undercut the soils going off of a geo report, whatever they recommend. Here, I think we're doing about 10-foot moisture conditioning. We'll go 10 foot below final grade of a house pad, put in 6-inch lifts, running it up to optimum moisture +5, and then getting our compaction on it and density testing every lift all the way up till we accomplish a final grade. As far as being easier with GPS, if it wasn't like this, you would see guys out here on the ground with grade rods walking around shooting. With the GPS now, we don't do any stakes or anything anymore. Once we come in and calibrate our job sites and it's set up, get all of our models uploaded to our equipment, and at that point, all of my operators, the GPS is simple enough. I'm gonna say the ones that come in new, within an hour, we can have them running the GPS on the machines, show them what squares to cut that's on the machine, tell them where they need to go to where it says on the little line, and they get after it and make it happen.
Y'all were an early adopter of technology.
I'm gonna say early 2000s, if 2000. The first time I was ever introduced to TopCon, they came out with just a base and a rover. Of course, we had all of our stakes and stuff across the job site, out there running like we used to, running lasers, checking our grades. And they came in, and we were all like, it's a little hocus pocus. And we were like, come on, let us demo it. Okay, no harm, no foul. They came out, set it up, and ran with us about a week, checking all of our grades. Everything was working out just like it's supposed to. And it was kind of humorous. When the demo was over, battery's dead. Told him the price on it, demo's over. Here he said, well, let me get my checkbook out. Wrote him a check. All of a sudden the battery was charged and we were back rolling, and it's done nothing but grow since then.
So you kind of got started in a crazy story like that. Now you run technology on pretty much everything that makes sense, right?
All of my dozers, excavators, motor graders, even skid steers. I've got SmartGrade skid steers running now. So just almost anything that we can put technology on, we've got it there.
So a lot of people they're afraid to get technology because they don't know if they need a lot of more people, or it's going to be hard to get the operators to understand it. Tell us about that with your company.
Overall, technology makes everything easier and simpler. It helps your production. You may need, if you're not real computer savvy, that doesn't even have to be a tech guy. I'm not a tech guy by any means. I'm a dozer operator. And at this point, I help create and build some of our models. I'm over all of our topo and surveying. There's really nothing to it other than once they come out and give you a couple hours training, it does everything itself.
We're a John Deere dealer and TopCon dealer, and we sell you a lot of John Deere TopCon. We thank you for your business, but you've also got some other brands out here. We support you with that, with technology also?
Yes, RDO is our primary GPS and technology provider. It's one of my main guys with y'all, my salesman. And I always aggravate him, tell him I don't like him. And I'm pretty serious about that, but he does try to take pretty good care of us on it.
Well, that's fair, I guess, since he's over there.
Yeah, he wasn't even listening, was he?
Wasn't even paying attention. So what advice would you give anybody thinking about getting into technology?
Just overall, it will make your life easier. And not only that, the time that it takes to do a job from ground up on one of ours, whenever CAD files come in, depending on the size of the project, say probably a day, my CAD guys in the office can have takeoffs done, models built and stuff ready. At that point, whenever we implement it into the field, my surveyor comes out, maybe an hour on site. He can have my control set up, get my machine shot in, and at that point, my job's off and running. There's not near as many meetings and stuff to go over to get the project set up and off the ground, because everybody has their own set of drawings in front of them in the machine.
So how much faster is it? I mean, the days when you had to stake everything, what you just described has got to be...
Oh, I'm going to say that we have upped production 60, 70% going to it from what it was having to come out. And just if you just go back to, say, staking a job, you're looking at 3 days to a week, depending on the size of the project. Where now, whenever we come in, 4 control points around the job. Once you have those installed and locked in, it's go time.
So you got the 850 dozer, SmartGrade dozer here. You got a 470 excavator back there running GPS. Running GPS, and then the trucks are all being loaded.
Yes, sir.
So, looks a good looking job.
Well, with the weather, I appreciate you saying that, but it's not quite as pretty as I would like for it to be today.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm Dennis Howard. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe and follow us on social media. See you soon.
Kind of face your body
towards you.
Camera. Yeah.
Picky camera, guys.
Ah, Jesus. Anyway.